Alright, got another match with our Penny Dreadful 4-color enchantments deck. I will probably not as complain as much on my connection because I'm now tethering it to my phone. But the downside is that I can't use my mouse. Now I'm using a touchpad, so I'm not really used to that. So hopefully I don't mess this up. Mulligan. A little better. I can keep this. A lot of ramp. And a removal spell. Wow, this is weird. Okay. I guess I'll just use more F2s or whatever. Not going so well, but I've already thought about this throughout the day today, my day today, and I think I have a bunch of solutions as to what I should be doing. I think the first step is actually cutting blue. I think blue is actually the worst color in my deck. It just like stretches everything. Not the kind of spell base you think you have homunculus, so we'll see what happens here. I kind of want to banishing light it, honestly. No, I think I can just like camp for a turn. I'm gonna get a forest. Will enable if I draw a land, I can just get a turn 4 Sigil. Hopefully they don't be counter. Sometimes homunculi don't really like are not conducive for counter spells. So it might be like a tempo deck. Alright, Frantic Search. I'm gonna have to banish like this next turn. It's probably gonna transform. I don't check it. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. All hard. Okay. So it's maybe like a blue-red tempo style deck. A lot of lands for him. Funny about blue-red, they really can't deal with enchantments when I'm. Okay, so I guess I clicked. See, this is weird. I clicked F2 instead of just clicking. So I think I'm gonna banishing light the homunculus here. Cast another font. All I want is a land. Chimera needs a bit more action to go. He only has one thing in the graveyard. I'll just pop out. This is my opponent's graveyard right here. Okay. Plus I have another banishing light name for the spell art. The Curious Monks can like make him even cast like a spell, like a big spell or something for 4 mana. His turn. First sighting me, it's fine. Only always banishing lights. I might as well while like the shields are down here. I am kind of wasting all my enchantments though. I don't have any more enchantments to really cast, but the vessel will find me another one. Okay, I've yet another banishing light for that. I'll just font for now. The island. Let's do this. Maybe I take a land here. I'm probably gonna take an enchantment. Temporal Isolation doesn't seem that bad. Actually, I'll take that. I'm gonna take some hits though from this guy. I might have to like banish my next turn, or just isolation Gideon. I think about Sigil is that's just really slow. A really slow card. You have to like commit your fourth or fifth turn to it, and it's just like really tough. Especially when you have like a sorcery speed deck in a sense. I want more fonts, or just like ramp in general. The fonts have actually like. Alright, this could get big here. Another land and a wee dragon on it. Alright, flow me. Alright, doing that burn spell in my face. Alright, homunculus. I think the play is just a banishing light and isolate. Banishing the homunculus, isolate this guy. Oh, I keep clicking wrong. I want F2 when I actually just want to click. Fingers are not like doing anything I want. Or I'm just like mentally doing the wrong things. I wanna isolate. I wanna banish like that because it's actually just more threatening on the field. Like this thing, when I isolate this thing, it doesn't really matter. Alright. My opponent has one card left in their hand, so they have to have a threat. And I can just start playing the Sigil and I start making some creatures. Let's see if a counterspell. Counterspell would just suck. Like a dissolve or something like that. Or just two burn spells in general. I think they played a land. They played a land. If they have insult to injury though, oh, because damage can't be prevented for insult to injury. That would. So that's like one thing you have to remember. So temporal isolation prevents damage, but call it insult to injury prevents or lets damage can't be prevented. So that actually like stops that. Gotta be careful. Gonna go to the face here. Burst lightning to the face. All right. Okay, I'll die to a burn spell. I mean, I don't have a choice. Build a 4/4. I just gotta get. I need to pay Team Ascendancy. That'd be great. But I'm already at 2. I mean, 2 and 1. They don't really matter. Probably just die to a burn spell off the top. My opponent might have found it here. Yep, there's a fling. That's enough. Alright, so sideboard, I get to try out the. I think I tried again the Harsh Judgment. Seems pretty decent. Negate seem okay too. Like a Chimera. Like a Boon Satyr. I like Isolations, they seem fine. Banishing Light seem fine. The Glare or Gideon package seems fine, so I'm just probably gonna cut Boon Satyrs, I guess. He seems a little slow, but it's okay. Yeah, the blue hasn't really like held its weight up. It's definitely gotta go. Bring that harsh. Would they actually bring in the Harsh Judgment in? Alright, I did. I don't know if I did or didn't. I was like half paying attention. I'm gonna mulligan actually. It's a little heavy. A little better. I can keep this. On the bottom. Right? Alright, Vessel's probably gonna dig for a land so I can play this Harsh Judgment on 4. Okay, let's just pass. I guess I have 4 mana now. Yes, please tap out. I guess I can get, like, island here. I'll pop this. Taking all this damage from the Grand Coliseum is not fun either, by the way. I'm looking for another land. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Let's take the Banishing Light. Drop this really awesome card. Harsh Judgment. This card's actually been super solid. It's so good against like the burn-based decks. Opponent's reading it. I already know. The pause is like, not good. I mean, I can still die to like frantic searches, things like that, from the wee Dragonauts. They can't really hit me with burn spells. Yeah, let's not misclicks, please. Right, red. Alright, if I find a 5th land, I can play the Sigil. That'd be nice. I was like, oh man, what the fuck? WTF. It is, that's a crazy card. This card's like crazy. It's an absolutely ridiculous card. I mean, no joke. It's like a really silly magic card for like against the burn decks. Wow, I'm just never draw lands. I have so few lands in my deck. I'm just taking like just like what was like incidental damage from my lands. Miss you, Drungle Shrine, or whatever lands I need. My mana base is like, I think my mana base has been the worst part of my deck for sure. I thought I had it okay, but it's not been really great. Alright. Just looking for any land here. Probably a green source that doesn't hit me for damage every turn. I'm gonna take the forest. But I'm gonna hold the vessel so I can like play the Sigil and stuff. Really don't have like negates and stuff. That would not be good. That's your best tool against the Sigils. So, but I'm gonna jam it. I'm gonna jam it anyway. Anything I have a plea for guidance to find more Sigils. Oh, I just said mill one, I think. No, I didn't. Sigil. Don't counter. No counter, bro. Don't do it. No. A power sink. Line swipe. Well then. No. But they take 2. But they take 2 for that. For the Harsh Judgment. Thank you, Harsh Judgment. Actually, I'm gonna probably drop the Sigil here. Or the vessel, sorry. I'm just gonna die to this Homunculus though. Plus, I need to find a removal soul for another Banishing Light or something. I kind of wonder when he's gonna like hit himself with a burn spell, because that's basically what happens. Okay, spell hard is pretty decent. Okay, I guess I'll plea here. I could get Glare Subdual Gideon with a Gideon. I don't think the other thing works out. Or I get like Banishing Light, Temporal Isolation. Those are things I can get. Glare Gideon doesn't seem as good. He probably has a bunch of burn spells in his hand. Yeah, so I think Isolation and Banishing Light to kind of like help me not die. He's doing that to transform the homunculus. So I'm probably dead here. Basically, I got counterspelled once and I died. My hand is also not very amazing, but Harsh Judgment has been good. I can tell you that much. I mean, I can cast the Vessel here, but I don't know what I can draw. Let's click that. Yeah, that's just not enough. Oh well. 4 mana base. Did me in again. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jim here, back with the final thoughts of the 4-color enchantment deck. 1-4, not the greatest record. Actually, a really terrible record. Pretty lucky to win the one match. I think my opponent, in the one match I did win, the very first one, my opponent just like got flooded, I think. But I think I was dead to anything. So Sigil is a cool card. It's just a bit slow. Maybe I want to actually play like Manador or something like that. Font is a bit slow, but it is pretty good. Probably want to play like Avon's Pilgrim or something like that. Everything else is, I like the idea of it. I think cutting blue is the right thing. Like, when I did get like Ascendancy Sigil out, it was like pretty amazing. But I think I can like replicate this with like things like Fervor and Elemental Bond. That'd be okay. The blue is just like so cumbersome. It makes the mana base so much worse. So I think if I had like a Naya mana base, I could probably do something else. And if I played more red, I could play actual removal spells, not like Gideon. I could play like Oath of Chandra and Trial of Zeal, which actually got played against me, which gave me that idea. So like, but I like the Glare like Gideon kind of package. It was okay, but I think it's just like they're independently like okay. Like Glare is actually not independently good on its own, but it needs help. That's the problem with it. Glare just kind of like needs the things going on, and I don't really create creatures that quickly. Banishing Light, was great. Isolation was great. Boonsayer was fine. I cast it maybe like once or twice. I don't know. Harsh Judgment. I think that was, if there's any takeaway from this video, that Harsh Judgment is a legit card, the legit sideboard card for white. So I'm glad I found that card in my search for this deck. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested in trying this again, or just like tinkering with the deck. The 4-color deck was the worst. Like the mana base is just so bad. I need a 24th land. I'm missing that too. So there's a lot of problems with this deck, but it was a lot of fun. And I like the idea. Once in the one match I did kind of do well. The Ascendancy Sigil combo was great. But thanks guys for watching. Appreciate the support. I'll catch you next time.